Avery, here is a look at run one, Bromley Stubby Slalom. We did a great job. U10 race, and you're only a U8. And I think this is your first real race ever. Right? So awesome job. Came in middle of the pack. Fantastic. Let's check you out.
Avery Bromley.
Awesome job, Avery. Let's check it out a little slower and closer. Did a lot of good things here. You got a pole plant. Always had that pole plant going, which is awesome. You're turning a little bit below the gate, right? So you're kind of way down there. So as best you can, I think you got to remember that we're looking that imaginary line drawn up the hill from the gate. We want to intersect that a little higher up the hill, turn at the rise line, and bring our turn shape back. So we have really most of our turn above the gate. Right now you tend to have half your turn above and half your turn below, meaning you're turning around the gate. And we want to turn around some imaginary piece of snow like, up here. Right? So we're turning above the gate, finishing our turn on the gate as we pass it with direction done. So you can see you're kind of way down there. We like to be right up at this point, right up next to the gate. Pole plant, like I said, your pole plant is awesome. Let's just try to make it a little bit earlier at the end of the turn. You should have that in the ground right now. Kind of wait, and that's right. It's really at the beginning. You have yours at the beginning of the next turn as opposed to the end of the prior turn. So let's have an earlier pole plant. That helps us get recentered, rebalanced, get the transition going. I love how you have your hands in front. We talk about that a lot, and that is a great job. However, we can probably relax them a little bit and maybe lower them just a tad. You sometimes kind of have them up almost, believe it or not, too high. So think about it if you're carrying like a cafeteria tray, you're walking back from the lunch line, you're going to carry it kind of more closer to your waist. So rules of hands and arms. You want the elbows in front of the body. You do. You want the hands above the waist, and you do. But let's get them closer to the waist, and then hands slightly wider than elbows. So, kind of right now, sometimes look like kind of stiff. All right. So let's try that, but keep them out in front. I don't want you to change that. That's for sure. Good job in here, pole plant. Awesome. Here we didn't turn above the gate, but that's okay. That was a tricky one. You weren't the only one, that's for sure. Right? So we're going to try to just lower hands a little bit, right? We're going to try to tip up our skis on edge a little bit more at the top of the turn. A little bit flat. You can see the spray going on. I'm going to try to tip them up a little bit higher edge angle. That would really help if we're turning above the gate. It makes it harder to do if we're below the gate, right? And lastly, we want to try to do is just be a little more square down the hill. Your coat zipper should be facing down the hill at all times. You see how your coat zipper would be going off this way. We want to try to keep it going down the hill as much as possible. So let's turn above the gate, tip up the skis a little bit more on edge, zipper down the hill, lower the hands and arms a little bit, but keep them out in front like we talked about in a little earlier poll point end of the term. But I know that's a lot. That's probably too much, I just said. But you did a great job in your first U10 race as a U8.